Okay. You don't have to perform. We're just gonna make pie, right?
Right, we're going to
Okay.
make pie.
Crust.
Starting with the crust.
Okay.
All right, so we just do the flour. I'm using a recipe that makes a crust for this cake pan this size.
Okay, I'll send her the recipe. I have it in there.
Yes.
Okay, I'll send the recipe with.
Okay. Maybe you have the recipe already. I don't know.
Oh, she might.
She doesn't?
She might. I don't know.
Yeah, it calls for 2.5 cups of flour. You don't have to be super accurate with this. So.
Okay.
That's 2.
Okay.
And a half. Then it comes for a cup of Crisco.
Which is a whole stick.
This is like the whole stick, so that's a cup.
Yeah.
So that goes in. And what else?
Sugar.
Sugar and salt,
Oh,
which
salt.
I don't have on.
Okay.
Sugar, salt, spoons of sugar. Oops, 1 tablespoon.
Okay, I have two.
2 would work, but we'll put what it says. 1 tablespoon.
And 1 tablespoon of salt.
And a half a teaspoon of salt. This is how I measure half a teaspoon. Yeah, it's good.
Okay. All right.
Okay, then
Pastry blender.
let's see if we got everything. Yep.
You don't
Use
put
a
water?
pastry blender. Pardon?
Is there water at some point?
Yeah, water comes later.
Okay.
First, you got to cut in the Crisco.
Okay.
So it helps to have a good pastry blender like this one.
Here, I'm going to do so I can see the wall for a second.
And you just keep on blending till it has like little crumbs.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you need to film all of it a lot, so sorry.
Okay, so what do you think?
Not quite
4 or 5 minutes? No, not that long.
Oh, 2-3 minutes probably.
Okay. Just so it's all broken up.
Right.
The Crisco.
Kind of looks kind of crumbly.
Okay.
Yeah, this could be a long video, Paul.
Yeah. Well, we'll
Okay.
edit for speed. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay.
Okay. Ink about a half a cup.
Okay, now we're doing milk and egg.
Right. Milk about a half a cup. You'll have to just
It's not written on there.
see how it works. Would you? Oh, I put the white in there.
Okay, so we're just using the yolk.
White in there, and the yolk goes in the milk.
Okay.
And then you just kind of mix it up a little with a fork or a whisk, whatever you got.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay.
Save the white for later. Okay, then the milk goes in the flour, and I use my hands to mix it.
Okay. Just a little at a time.
Yeah, just you got to sort of feel the dough. You don't want it real sticky.
Okay.
So just work it in.
Looks pretty sticky.
It's a little sticky.
Okay.
Not too bad. Ooh, and it's stuck on the fingers.
And when it cleans the bowl, then it's done?
Yeah, when it sort of cleans the bowl, and that's about
All
the right
sticks together
consistency.
in a ball, kind of?
Right.
Okay.
So I think we're about there.
Okay. So we didn't use all the milk, egg stuff.
Yeah, we didn't use quite all of it, so I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, this feels pretty good.
Well, temperature, elevation.
Just a big glob.
Yeah.
So then
Okay.
just divide it Not quite in half because you use more dough for the bottom crust, so
Okay.
just
A little extra for the
a
bottom.
bigger dough for the top and a smaller ball for the
No, smaller for the top.
bigger for the bottom, smaller for the top.
Okay.
Okay, so just leave that there for now.
Okay.
And then we have to roll it out, and I usually roll it on waxed paper.
Okay, so wax paper, and you put some flour.
Wax paper, and then just sprinkle with flour so you don't stick.
Okay.
Just keep that handy. You might need some more.
Okay.
Rolling pin, and this is the bigger ball because you're going to put it in the cake pan, sort of shape it into a rectangle so you kind of get the idea where you're going.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. And squish that down into the flour, and then I usually rearrange that, turn it over. A little extra flour on the rolling pin. And just start rolling. You kind of have to estimate how big it's going to, how big you need it. It's a 9 by 13 pan. So. Okay. A little more flour.
Just a bad rolling pin?
Okay. Just keep flouring.
Okay.
That's about there. So.
Okay. So we rolled it. Now.
So now we're gonna try and get it in the pan.
Okay.
And I just sort of flop it in there and hope that it ends up about right.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Just ease the wax paper off.
Okay.
Got a little extra dough here. I gotta turn around. Okay, that went pretty good. I think that's about right. So just kind of tuck it into the sides.
It doesn't matter on the end there where it goes lower?
No. It's okay.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be perfect. Just there's a little more there, so I'll move a little more over on this side.
Okay.
Okay, that looks pretty good. So
Okay.
set that aside, and then we'll roll the top
Okay.
to make it quite as big.
Okay, so you just get it all ready to go?
Get it ready to flop when after you put the stuffing in, the
Okay.
filling.
Okay.
Okay, once again, sort of shape it in a rectangle so you kind of getting it the shape that you're going to go for. Okay. More flour. It's good on the wax paper because then you can turn it
Yeah.
to make it wider.
Well, this doesn't seem as delicate as regular pie crust, though.
No, it's a little tougher. I mean, a little.
Easier to work with, doesn't break apart so much.
Yeah. Oops. You're just sort of guessing, but doesn't have to be a perfect, but I think that looks about good.
Rectangular-ish. Okay.
That looks good. So just set that aside.
Okay. Now.
Now, let's see. I'm going to mix. This is the rhubarb pie, so 2 bags of rhubarb and 1 of strawberry. So
Okay.
just open these. Let's see here. That's 1.
All right. So we're gonna put in
So we're
2
gonna use
pounds of rhubarb
2 pounds, yeah,
and 1 pound of strawberries.
rhubarb. And, yeah,
Okay.
1 pound of strawberries. But
Okay.
I am going to cut some of these huge rhubarb chunks just a little bit smaller,
Okay.
just so they mix better, more evenly, whatever.
Yeah, some of those are huge.
These aren't too big. Sometimes you get really big chunks, but I don't like that.
All right.
I think they cook better when they're smaller chunks.
So just so they're kind of all the same size, I'm guessing.
Right.
Good.
Sometimes you get such huge chunks. These are nice.
Okay.
Strawberries. Also, oh, those are nice little strawberries. Ooh, I like those.
So you don't have to chop them up.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe if there's a big one here and there, but these are nice little size. So that's good. If they're really big, I would cut them a little bit.
Yeah.
But these are nice, smallish. Okay.
Okay.
So
And we got to put something on them. Flour, sugar.
Do the sugar
Okay.
and flour. Now rhubarb is pretty tart, so we need, I don't know, maybe about, just guess, about 2 cups of sugar. Maybe.
Okay.
So we'll start with 2. Here's 1, 2. Yep. I'll put about a little bit more.
Okay.
And then flour, I put about, I don't know, I think the recipe says a 1/4 cup, but I'm going to put maybe 1/3 of a cup.
Okay.
Okay, then we need to mix that up in the sugar. And the flour is just so that it kind of thickens up all the juice that's going to come out of the rhubarb and the berries. Okay, just give that a little mix and then dump the whole thing on all the fruit.
Oof, okay.
And then mix.
I didn't realize there was so much sugar.
Just sort of mix it in.
Yeah.
So use a big bowl so you don't have problems with it slurping all over.
Yeah. It looks pretty all sugar.
Looks like sugared fruit.
Sugared fruit. It's crazy.
Yeah, this is just to mix it in a little.
Okay.
All right.
Now it goes in the pan. Is that all?
That's pretty good.
No other spices or anything?
No.
No? Okay.
Okay, then we're just gonna pour the whole thing in on top of the bottom crust.
Okay.
Scrape the bowl if we can. Get all the goodies in there. Okay, just sort of even it out. Get it in the corners. Looks like a lot, but once it cooks down, it'll be
Okay.
just fine. Just kind of even it out however you can.
Okay.
That looks pretty good.
Okay.
And we're going to take the top crust. Oh, forgot one thing. We were going to put little dabs of butter on there.
Oh, okay.
Dabs of butter on top. Just for butter flavor. I don't know how much that is, maybe
Not much.
2-3 tablespoons worth.
Okay.
All right, now we'll flip the crust on.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Ease that wax paper off, and then you got the little ends. Just tuck them in
Tuck
there,
them in.
all around it. That's pretty good.
Okay.
Now, what I do is put some of the egg white on top that we saved somewhere. Gross, but
Okay.
just helps the crust get a little more color on it.
Okay. Do you cut slits in it, or do
Kind
you?
of slimy. Yeah, after I do this.
Okay.
There'll be some white left over. You can just toss it.
Okay.
All right, then to let out the steam when it as it bakes.
Okay.
So I usually just do a little star. You can do whatever you want if you're clever and can write somebody's name or draw a picture or whatever you want to do.
Okay. Remember, Andrew made a turkey once.
Okay.
Okay. And it goes in the oven.
I think that's good. It goes in the oven for, I'd say about an hour, maybe an hour and 10 minutes, till it's like you can see the juice bubbling out through the holes or around the edges.
Okay.
And
Hopefully
we
not
forgot
over.
to preheat the oven at 350.
Okay, well, we'll do that now.
About an hour.
Any final words of advice?
Well, when it comes out of the oven,
Yeah.
let it cool
Mm-hmm.
quite, till it's almost room temperature, and then you can make a little white frosting
Yes.
to put on the top, drizzle around on the top.
And that's just milk and powdered sugar?
Powdered sugar and milk, just make it so it's kind of runny. Drizzle it on, but that's not necessary. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to.
Not till it's very cool.
Yeah, don't do it when it's warm, because
Okay.
the frosting will just melt and disappear.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
That's it.
All right.
Enjoy.
All right, Sierra. Here is the pie.
Does it look done?
Yes, I think it is.
Okay.
It's bubbling all around the edge. It's a little bit of golden brown. There you go.